Hi, this is Rich. I'm with Cindy and we're on Legacy. We're also at toatsea.com. This is episode 9 of my Weather Planning for Passages series. And we finally found a weather window. We're ready to go. We're checked out. We're provisioned and we're leaving in about 2 hours. So first of all said about doing my own passage planning, my own weather planning, I also use Bob McDavitt, a weather router from New Zealand, to do a weather route for us and keep a watch on us as we're doing the passage for any changes in weather. I figure it can't hurt. It's not very much money to have somebody who's spent their entire career watching the weather. And with that in mind, I'll show you a little bit about his route. This is what we got from him yesterday, this route on the screen here now. So it drops down a little bit, back up and across, and then I'll show you what PredictWind thinks of the winds on this route. And let's look at the ECMWF data. I'll just scroll ahead here. The wind's behind us, a little strong when we leave. We're motoring now as he has us turn up away from the front that's passing below. We get headed a bit here, but not long, and we could probably turn up even further. And the wind goes fairly light again as we approach Australia. Let's look at the tables. It's gotten better every day that I've looked at this. The wind is now less than 20 knots. There's one period of motoring, and then we're up to a pretty consistent 15 knots. The wind is mostly behind the beam. There's some rain, which means there's some cape, but it's very low. We start out today at 150 joules, but it comes down to 50, which is almost nothing. Here's the part I really love. The wave height is below 1 3/4 meters. The wave period is fairly short, so that's a bit of a problem, and we'll take a look at the wave data. The influence on polars is positive, if anything, with a little dip there on one model. The roll is not wonderful. It comes up to close to 4 degrees, root mean squared, for a while here, and then it goes over 4 for a little bit at the end of the trip. Really, the last half of the trip looks to be pretty rolly. Vertical acceleration is low. The PW models get a little bit higher, but all the others are about 0.1, and 0.2 is said to be the critical value. So all in all, that looks really good. If I look at the wave data and put it in my spreadsheet, I see that the roll gets a little high at the beginning of the trip, and then pretty high in the middle of the trip, but the waves don't get that steep. On the steepness, above 40 is what Bob McDavitt considers okay, and there's only one little brief period where it gets below 40. Down here it's below 40, but the waves are tiny. They're 0.7 meters, 0.8, 0.9 meters. So they're fairly steep, but they're tiny. The bottom line is this is a window that we're going to take, and we'll do episode 10 when we arrive in Australia with some video of the trip and some comparisons between what was predicted and what we actually got. Thanks a lot. Bon voyage to us.